So, Sunday sees us travel down to Burnley at Turf Moor in the Premier League, and this is without a shadow of a doubt Newcastle United's biggest game of the season. Without a doubt. You know, we said that a couple of weeks ago, but this one is, given how the points have worked out and the results have worked out over time, and given who we've got after this. This is the Toon Review. Hi everybody, my name's Paul. Welcome back to another video where we are previewing Newcastle United's trip down to Turf Moor to face Burnley in the Premier League with a midday kick-off on Sunday. Very, very strange kick-off time. However, we have to be switched on from the word go in this game because this is a vital, vital match for Newcastle in which I really think 3 points is a necessity. And I really do believe that if we have the same attitude that we had against Spurs, we can win this game and win it comfortably. I don't think Burnley are all that great, to be honest. They're not a great footballing side. I truly believe that we have better footballers in our side than Burnley, but it all depends on how we get sent out, what formation we play, what the motivation is. Does Steve Bruce class this as a must-win game? Because he simply has to, in my eyes, because we could go into the game in the bottom three, depending on Fulham's result on Saturday. So we have got to be switched on. I believe that he might stick to the same formation that we played against Spurs. And for me, I wouldn't be particularly upset with that. I think the formation works. As long as the players go out there with the right instructions and the right guidance, I believe that that formation is something we can look at doing over the next few games. Because this is 3 points that we have to get. If you look at the next few games, we've got West Ham, who are on fire at the minute. We've got Liverpool, we've got Man City, we've got Leicester, we've got Arsenal. You know, we've got some very, very tough games coming up. So 3 points in the bank here at Turf Moor is absolutely vital. Now, Burnley will be fired up for this game. Sean Dyche will be furious with last week. We're giving away a 2-0 lead at Southampton. Ended up losing the game. So, you know, he is going to have his troops fired up and does not want the same to happen again. Burnley is slightly different at home. I don't really think it's going to be an attractive game of football, to be honest. But then again, at this stage of the season, where we are, what's at stake, I don't care if it's a brilliant performance or we put on a footballing show or anything like that. I just want to see us win and get the 3 points. Whether it's a 1-0 win off somebody's backside, I don't really care. Because we have to try and put a gap between us and the relegation zone, given the games that we've got coming up. But Burnley, you know what they're like. They like to play the rough stuff. They like to get stuck in. Some of our players probably won't like that. But that's just tough, because we are going to have to see our players well and truly in the trenches on Sunday, willing to fight. And that's why certain individuals I don't think should be anywhere near the starting lineup on Sunday, because I think it would be wrong, terribly wrong to put some people in. But we have to look at the formation and see which players are going to give us the best possible chance of winning in that formation. The 3-5-2 or whatever formation you want to call it, I think works. And I do believe that we have the individuals to do that. We've got to beat Pope in goal for Burnley. Fantastic England goalkeeper. Very, very agile and very, very good at shot stopping. I think he can be a little bit edgy coming for the ball. So if we've got decent crosses of the ball in the side, I think that could fall into our favour as well. Team lineup wise, this is the team I want to see. I'm not saying this is the team that obviously Steve Bruce is going to put out, but this is the team I want to see. In goal, Martin Dubravka. 3 centre-backs of Lascelles, Clark and Fernandez. Now, I know that leaves Paul Dummett on the sidelines, but I'm sorry. I just think that playing the 3 established centre-backs will be better off for Newcastle, especially at Burnley. We know what they're like for aerial balls. They do hit it long quite often and do punt that ball into the box. So we need to have people who are, you know, established central defenders to clear the ball. I want Emil Krafth out the side because I don't trust him as far as I could kick him. He's absolute shite and should be nowhere near the starting 11. Wingbacks, I want to see Matt Ritchie on the left. He's done nothing to be dropped. Quite frankly, he was an inspiration against Tottenham, wasn't he? And the passion and the aggression that he shows he just wants to do well. He wants the club to do well. And that's one man you can really say does not want Newcastle United to be relegated. If you look, there's clips on social media of him when he crossed the ball in for our second goal against Spurs. He's actually standing there and he's heading the ball as when Joe Linton went for it. He's heading it when Almiron went for it, and he's kicking it when Willock scores, and the delight on his face. For me, he's captain material. That's the kind of guy we need motivating the troops. If you were in a war and you were next to Matt Ritchie in the trenches, you would love it. He would give you that inspiration, and that's the kind of player we need. On the right-hand side, wing-back is Jacob Murphy for me. I feel like, not so much defending-wise, but going forward and putting balls into the box. If we have Callum Wilson fit, then, he's going to thrive from the kind of deliveries that Jacob Murphy puts in. I think Murphy has done fantastically well since coming back from his loan. I do believe he's a real good future player for us, as long as we keep him and put him in the side. Give him a run of games. A lot of people have said to me, yeah, he's had a game here and there where, when he starts, he just doesn't seem to have the impact that he does when he comes on from the bench. But just give him a start. Give him a few runs, run a few games and see how he does. He's a brilliant crosser of the ball. And then he can also cut inside and use his left foot, which is also fantastic. So Jacob Murphy for me. Now, the three in the middle, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, and Miggy Almiron pushed further forward in a kind of number 10 role, which we know he loves to play. I think that's a way forward for us. So again, Miggy pushing forward, Joe Willock box to box, Sean Longstaff there as well, who we know can do box to box as well. I think though Willock and Longstaff can get back to help the defence out and also go forward to help the attackers out. Now, up front, the last two I'd play is Wilson and Joe Linton. Now, I know there's no ASM there. I don't believe he's fully fit yet. So we could use the ASM as an impact player in the second half. Come on, maybe after 55, 60 minutes. Give him half an hour to go at Burnley. Now, you could say that, you're throwing Callum Wilson straight in there. But he is a kind of different player to ASM. And, if we start him and he's tired after 60, 65 minutes, take him off. You could theoretically replace him with ASM halfway through the second half and put ASM, further up top. But you've got to think here, we can't fit everybody into the side. And I haven't been that impressed with ASM since he came back from his other injury. And I just think he's still carrying a knock, or there's something not right with ASM. We haven't seen him get back to his best. And that is a bit of a worry for me, to be honest. So I'd leave him on the bench for Sunday. Just, wrap him in cotton wool, if you like, and just make sure that we haven't got another long-term injury there. But with Ritchie on one side and Murphy on the other, crossing these balls, I do believe we have a chance of winning the game. You've got Joe Linton, you've got Callum Wilson, and you've also got Miggy joining, and the other two midfielders coming in as well. So it gives us a lot more attacking-wise, and I think defensively as well. So, who knows? You can never second-guess how Steve Bruce is going to go. You can never, ever, ever think about what tactics he's going to go with, because the man just keeps it to himself. And, by the time he releases team sheets, it's a surprise every week. But I don't want to see Krafth anywhere near the starting lineup. For me, Shelvey's legs have gone. I think we need somebody else in the middle with a bit more pace and power. And I also don't want to see Shelvey in the team because, he's a liability to me at times. When he just doesn't go for 50-50 balls. He lets himself down a lot of the time. Yeah, you'll play one great Hollywood pass, but that's about it. You get nothing else from Shelvey. And I think a lot of the supporters have noticed that as well, that there's not much coming from John Joe. So I'd take him out the firing line for now. Go with Sean Longstaff, go with Willock and Miggy further forward. Really give it a go, because this is a match that we need to get 3 points from. And Burnley are not going to make it easy for us. They've got some talented players in there as well. Maybe he's not the best players in the world, but they've got very good, hard-working players who want to succeed. And, they love the good old long ball into the box, which is why I think we should go with the three established defenders, centre-backs, to make sure that, we quash any kind of aerial threat that Burnley give us. It's going to be a huge game, guys. It really is. I mean, it's... for me, we've got to get 3 points. The draws have got to stop now. 3 points is absolutely vital, given the games we've got coming up. Fulham have a slightly easier run in, but again, no game in the Premier League is easy, but you know what I mean. We've got to play the top guys, and the games coming up are going to be really tough, so we've got to be on our game. And 3 points against Burnley will just give us that little bit of an edge to pull away from the relegation zone a little bit. But who knows? Let me know in the comments, guys, what team you would play or formation you think is best. Would you start ASM? If you would, who would you put him in for? Given how we all know how the players performed last week against Spurs. Let me know what you think the score's going to be. Personally, I'm going for a 2-1 Newcastle win. I think we'll have too much for Burnley. I really do. I'm confident going into this game. Now, I've been confident before and ended up with egg on my face, but, it's a risk I take, really. I'm going for a win, a 2-1 win. So, let me know in the comments what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who knows? If you have enjoyed the video, guys, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed what you've watched, there's lots of live streams and previews, reviews, etc. on this channel. Please do consider subscribing. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. I will be doing a video tonight, obviously a very special one with Holly Blades at 8:30. I am doing a press conference live reaction show tomorrow night with Kev from Big Toon Chat. I'll get my names right in a minute. And then obviously the match reaction live after the game on Sunday. So plenty coming up on the channel. In the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Take care and stay safe out there. See you later. Be strong.